Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Leicester City, and today we've got episode 17 of the career mode. So coming up in today's episode, we have two massive games coming up. The first one is going to be the FA Cup semi-finals where we are going to be facing Liverpool. Wolves are going to be facing Sheffield Wednesday. The other game then that is going to be a major game for us is the semi-finals of the Europa League, and we're going to be facing Hoffenheim, whereas Arsenal are going to be facing Atalanta. Here is how the Premier League table then looks at the start of today's episode. We are in third place at the moment, but Man City are 2 games ahead of us. The same can be said for Chelsea as well, but we do face Liverpool first in today's episode in the Premier League. So we do manage to beat them. We'd only go within a point of them. So let's get into today's episode and see how we do. So just before we go any further in today's episode, if you guys do enjoy today's episode, please go down below and hit the like button. I do really appreciate every person that can go down there, quick 2 seconds and smash the like button. Like I say, in today's episode, we've got the semi-finals of 2 competitions, one being the FA Cup, one being the Europa League. And like I say, the Europa League, we're going to play the first leg at the end of today's episode. And also, guys, if you are new, you want to see more of these career mode videos, don't forget, go down below, hit the red subscribe button, and also a little bell to be notified of when these videos go live onto YouTube. So let's get into some of your guys' comments then from the previous episode. And the first comment here then is from Brent, saying that use a youth scout in Algeria and search for an attacker. Now at the moment, as you can see on screen, our youth academy scout is currently in England. He's got 5-star experience, 4-star judgment. I just want to quickly show you guys the youth academy we do have. I think we've got 2 players in there. Yeah, we do have 2 players. Now look at these 2 players. All season I haven't really showed any of the youth academy because, you know, it's just the same thing every time. And I've waited till now to show you guys the 2 players I've picked out all season. So we've got Daniel Slater here, 58 or 59 overall at the moment. Played left mid, right wing and right mid. Potential between 80 and 90. So he looks really good, and he's left footed as well. So I will promote him to the senior team. Well, I can't until he's 16, but I might put him on a development plan. Oh, actually I have at the moment on support midfielder. I don't think I have. Okay, I have for this guy as well. So I've got him on development plans. Obviously I can't promote them until they're 16. But the second guy here, Albie Forrest, he can play striker and centre forward. Potential between 79 and 93. 5'10" striker. And he is right-footed. So I can't wait to use these guys in the next season. So let's get into the second comment then, which does come from Emir, saying, I think Cengiz Under deserves more minutes. Greetings from Turkey. Now I agree. Since Mahrez has come in, Cengiz Under hasn't really seen many minutes for, for the team. He's come on and been, an amazing substitute at sometimes scoring the winning goal. But he hasn't had many minutes since. So I definitely think in today's episode at some point, we'll try and get him a game where he starts from the first minute. So let's get into the third comment then, which does come from Liam, saying, buy a young goalkeeper. I recommend buying Messaleur since he develops very fast in career mode. Now at the moment we don't have a great backup goalkeeper. The only goalkeeper really is Schmeichel. The backup isn't very great, and I think the backup, well, third choice, I'm going to say backup to backup, the third choice goalkeeper isn't great either. So I feel like next season we definitely need to look at that goalkeeper position, because if Schmeichel was to retire, let's say the next season, we would be screwed and there wouldn't be anyone to come in. So I think buying a young goalkeeper at the start of season 2 is ideal. But let's get into the first game then of today's episode. We're going to be facing Liverpool at home at the King Power Stadium. You can see Liverpool's side there. They've got Modric now, who they must have signed in the January transfer window, because I do not remember him being there the previous times we played Liverpool, especially in the Carabao Cup finally wasn't there. But yeah, let's get into this game against Liverpool. Let's start off today's episode with a good win and a nice 3 points for the league table. Here we go then on the break, down this right hand side for Mahrez. You can see Vardy making a great run, just a little bit more, get it in towards Vardy. Okay, I was looking for the gap between the defender and also Alisson, unable to make it. But again, in this episode, we're against a very high pressing side. We've got to try and find a way through it. Here we go, down. Okay, oh, I wanted Camavinga to continue to run. Oh, and the time he did, we couldn't pull the pass off. Oh, here we go, Liverpool on the break now, 29 minutes in. Mohamed Salah, oh, great block there from Sonuncu. Let's try and get this on the counter-attack straight away. Tielemans, Vardy. Okay, great run. Okay, he's got there. Vardy's through. Go on, Vardy. Nail that one in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Camavinga still got it. Maybe just a cheeky pass to Harvey Barnes. Go on. Can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I should have shot it first time instead of trying to, do the 180. But we're going to throw in. It's not the end of the world. Tielemans. And, okay, Camavinga. Pass inside to Vardy, and did he? If he just slowed that run down a little bit, go for the shot, and okay, Alisson had to make the save. We've got ourselves a corner, and Tielemans is going to be the one to take it. Let's whip this one in towards Vardy, and yeah, it's going to be tough getting some headers against their 2 centre-backs. One last attack then before we go into half-time. Harvey Barnes is going to whip that one in. Jamie Vardy. And again, like I mentioned, it's going to be tough to try and get any sort of header with their centre-backs today. I'll have to try, you know, just a different angle. But going out wide and crossing it in just isn't going to work. Maybe a chance for us to break up this left-hand side. Castagne running with it. Looking for Harvey Barnes. Okay, keep the run going. In towards Vardy. Vardy with the shots. And, okay, I maybe should have took that foul there. And I don't know why I didn't. And plus Vardy, I should have tried to cut back. The time when I want to actually cut back, I don't actually do it. But Liverpool now, having a counter-attack of their own. Mohamed Salah on this right-hand side. Okay, stop that there. Just try and get a tackle in once again. Doing alright so far, to be fair. 0-0. Had a few chances. Just need to do a lot better in front of goal. You know, we're too indecisive. We're not just, right, you know what, this is where we're going to go. Now we'll shoot. We're too busy. I think I'm overthinking it a lot of the time. But Salah once again, and Liverpool like to play on this right-hand side, but don't ever seem to get the cross in. They're going to go central, and they're going to go central. No way. Yep, there you go. Thiago, 61 minutes in, Liverpool grabbed the first goal of the game, and like I was saying, like that right-hand side, they won't cross it in, but instead they pass it around, get it to Firmino, who gets it to Thiago, who then fires it home. And great, 1-0 down, not long left now, 29 minutes remain, and look at that, just simple pass through, and Thiago fires that one, past Michael, and there we go, Liverpool 1, and we've got a lot of work to do in the remaining 29 minutes. Mahrez looking for Vardy making a run, he's going to make one, but a lot of players crowd him. Okay, back to Mahrez in the middle, lay it off once again, Vardy, great bit of build-up play here, let's try and cut inside, finesse shot, Vardy, and as if Alisson is going to get there. That was a great chance to level up in this game. De Silva's come on as well. He helped in the build-up. And it looks amazing. The finesse shot looked amazing, but Alisson pulled off a great save, to be fair. And he stopped us from getting the goal that would put us level. But here we go. Another cross. Let's whip this one in. Gibbons, don't expect much. Sonuncu, okay, he was up there. And it's fallen. De Silva, okay, got the volley, but blocked. Harvey Barnes now. And looking to maybe go central, and okay, Mahrez, Vardy, going to go for the shot, and you know, I was going to take another touch, but I was a little bit worried that the player was going to come to, and I would have wasted it, but another cross comes in, Gibbons, Sonuncu is up there, but it is going to be cleared. Oh, what? Okay, we've scored, we're back level in this game, Jamie Vardy with the header, and yeah, we had another cross, we crossed it in, nothing come from it, we went back out to Gibbons, who was on the corner. He crossed it back in, and Jamie Vardy, of all people, what I say of all people, he isn't the tallest in the team, pops up and gets ourselves the goal to bring us level. You can see here, it goes back out to Gibbons, who takes his time, crosses it in. Jamie Vardy there, beating, I can't even think who that is, Thiago, possibly Kimpembe was behind Thiago, and it goes off the post and in. Here's another look at the replay, and yeah, okay, yeah, look, just goes in, off the bar, and then is it the posters? Okay, yeah, no, off the bar and in. And there we go, 1-1, 79 minutes in. Jamie Vardy with 21 goals this season. Here we go, across to Silva, playing that forward for Vardy. And can he get that one in? And off the post. As if that was like probably our last chance of the game. And Vardy is going to hit the post. Okay, maybe another chance. De Silva, Vardy, back to the... Oh, okay, Vardy. Okay, keep it. De Silva, out wide. Okay, Gibbons, your big chance. And he's going to... Oh, I should have shot instead of going for the finesse. Ref's going to blow for full time now, isn't he? We're not going to be able... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get this ball back at all. And yeah, there we go. Full time in this game. We had 2 chances late on there. Vardy hitting the post. Gibbons unable to get his finesse shot away. Defender was going to block it. But we get 1 point in this game against Liverpool, so it's not the end of the world. Let's put it that way. You know, one of the best sides in the league. But I would have loved 3 points today. So here is the league table then after that game against Liverpool. We're still quite a way behind, and we're a point ahead of United, who I think drew in that. Yeah, they drew in their last game to Spurs. But Manchester City are quite a way ahead of us. 5 points ahead of us and a game in hand. So even if we win our next game, they're still going to be above us. So as long as we stay in this top 4, like I've said for quite a few episodes now, that's all I'm happy about. So I'm not necessarily looking too far ahead of us right now in 1st and 2nd place. I'm looking more behind us and seeing if anyone's going to catch up, you know, i.e. Chelsea or Wolves, who are on 62 points, along with Spurs as well, because they're only 6 points behind us. So we're going to concentrate, make sure we get these wins that are remaining in the season. Here we are then, going into the second game of today's episode. It's going to be against Newcastle United. We are away from home for this one. But this is the game we're going to have to sin. Like I say, we've got 2 games in the Prem. This is the last of the Premier League games. Then after this, we're going to the FA Cup semi-final against Liverpool. And then after that, we have the, obviously, Europa League semi-final as well. So for this one, we're going to simulate it. I made a few changes to the side. Vardy's going to stay up front, but I'm hoping that AI will substitute him. We've got Gibbons on the left, Sengi's under on the right, De Silva in midfield, and also Fofana in defence. So let's quick sim this. I'm just hoping, obviously, I'm wanting the 3 points, but as well, I'm wanting Vardy to be subbed off at some point. But let's just hope and pray that will happen. Let's see how this result will turn out. And we get a 3-0 win. Sengi's under getting himself 2 goals. Barnes coming on for Gibbons. Camavinga coming on for De Silva. And, okay, Sengi's under getting himself a hat-trick. And I can't check if, okay, Vardy wasn't subbed off at all. Sengi's under getting a hat-trick in that game. Goes back to the comment at the start of the episode that it should get some more minutes in the side. And this just proves why. But again, a little bit annoyed that Vardy didn't get subbed off. I'm just hoping he can recover, you know, in 2-3 days' time for this game against Liverpool. So here is how the league table then is going to look for today's episode, because we've got no more games coming up in the league. So you can see Liverpool now back on top on 75 points. Manchester City in second on 73. We're in third with 71. United, I think, lost the last game. We'll quickly go down here, be able to see. I think they lost to, okay, I can't remember. They drew to Spurs there, but if you go down, they drew to Sheffield United. So they dropped points there once again. So they're 3 points behind us now, which is nice. You know, it's nice to have that sort of gap between third and fourth place. Wolves are catching up with United. Possibly United might drop out of the top 4. You never know. But I'm just glad now we've reached 70 points. And it's looking good for today's episode. Up next then, we have the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Like I say, facing Liverpool, we definitely got the toughest draw out of the 2 games. Wolves facing Sheffield Wednesday. I hope Sheffield Wednesday, in a way, make it through into the final. And then either, you know, Liverpool face them or us, or we face them. But it's just been nice to see a team not in the Premier League make the final. So even after that game then, Sengi's under has said, thanks for putting back in the lineup, Gaffer. It's one thing missing a game now and then, but I feel like I need regular football, and if I can't get that, I wonder about my future here. Now, like I said, we definitely want to keep him. I do feel like he's an amazing player, and many times this season he's come on as a sub and scored the winning goal, so we definitely want to keep him. I'm going to say I'm proud of you, because like I say, he's got a hat-trick in our last game, so we've got to be proud of him. And I will try and get him some more game time before the season ends. So here is then the FA Cup semi-final against Liverpool. It's going to be a tough one, this, I can already tell. But Vardy, as you can see, hasn't fully recovered. Neither has a few other players. But look at Liverpool's team. Firmino, you know, 3/4, you could say 3/5, you want to be precise, on his fitness levels. Mane, Salah, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Robertson, Kimpembe as well. All could do with, you know, sitting this game out, but Liverpool are going to play them, so we could take advantage of that. Maybe in the second half, go up to team press, play a little bit more attacking, make use of the players that haven't fully recovered in fitness. But yeah, a big game this one, possibly the biggest of today's episode, I would say. Over the Europa League, I think more the competition makes it tougher, you know, facing Liverpool rather than facing Hoffenheim. No disrespect, but obviously Liverpool in recent years have become a very strong side, so this game's going to be tough. Let's play this game and hope we come out the other end with a win. Barnes, okay, the overlap was there, but the defenders, Liverpool covered the overlap. Let's have a see now. Tielemans just trying to play a little passing, you know, trying to get through the press. Harvey Barnes, yeah. Oh no, Kimpembe is going to get there before him. And Kimpembe, what a signing for Liverpool. Like I say, we're gonna focus now, because if we can keep it 0-0 or obviously score, but we can not allow Liverpool to score for the first 30 minutes, and then we will. Okay, Salah, can we stop that? Okay, still gets the cross in, but no one there. Like I say, if we can stop Liverpool from scoring for at least the first 30 minutes, then we'll try and get some team pressing on and try and we'll take advantage of their fitness levels. But there we go, Vardy. Okay, Vardy. Kimpembe, he's still keeping up with Vardy though. Cut it inside, play the pass off. Tielemans down, there we go. Offside, yeah, offside. Got a bit too carried away there with the pass, if you notice. Camavinga was offside, and look at that, clear offside, yeah. But yeah, like I said, let's wait and try and get this team press going. Okay, that's gone in. Mahrez with first goal of the game, 21 minutes in, with a header, which was so close to Alisson. I'm surprised Alisson didn't try a little bit. Oh, I don't know. Let's take a look at the replay. I'm going to say try a little bit harder to get the ball, but let's take a look. But Mahrez, of all people, scores the header. And you can see here, little Vardy chips over the top, and I thought, okay, I'm dreaming if he's going to get to that. And he does get to that, and Alisson tries to wave his arms to clear it, or to stop it. But Mahrez there with the header, Van Dijk chasing, and what a view that is. What a view that is right there. And it goes off the bar and in. And there we go, 1-0 up against Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool are getting dangerous here. Milner now getting forward. Okay, could have possibly been a foul there. I wasn't too sure, but I'm just glad to get away from it. Harvey Barnes now. Should have played that maybe over the top. No, Vardy. Vardy's there. Come on, 2-0. Jamie Vardy. And Alisson is going to stop that one. And, you know, best player for Liverpool out of these 2 games we played in today's episode. He stopped so many shots that in another game, you know, that would have gone in. And we maybe should have gone near post. But we got ourselves a corner. We can't moan too much. Mahrez whips it in. The header, nope, just wasn't going to be there, was it? We're going to get ourselves another corner, and we are. Try to go a little bit further back this time. It's still Vardy to receive it, and there we go. Vardy, for the second time in today's episode, does score a header, and all goals in today's episode has been headers so far that we've seen, and obviously apart from the simulated game. But the first game, Vardy getting a header, then Mahrez, and now Vardy again getting a header, and from a corner as well. It's the first time we've scored from a corner this season, and Vardy once again beating Kimpembe to the ball, and there we go, 2-0 up now, 35 minutes in. Okay, Vardy's won it back. That's great. Second half here. Vardy, who I was about to sub off, has won that back. Go on, 3-0. There we go. 3-0 at 50 minutes in. And I've got a feeling I'm going to go through into the final of the FA Cup. Obviously, still loads of time left for Liverpool to possibly make it level 3-3. But we go 3-0 up, which is great. And like I say, I was just about to... We've literally just kicked off second half, have you seen? 50 minutes. And I was just about to sub Vardy off. And I thought, you know what, I'll keep him on just a little bit longer, till about 60 minutes, then make the change. And he won the ball back off Van Dijk. And I don't know how, I've never had that happen on Ultimate Difficulty. But so easily, won the ball, went ahead and scored the third goal. And Didi down there to Mahrez. And I don't know where the Liverpool defence is, but Mahrez, go on. Oh, okay, just a little bit overconfident there. Not keeping an eye on Alisson, moving out of goal. But again, why Liverpool letting so much space in behind? I'll never know. Obviously, I know they're a pressing side, but we're just getting so much space behind at the moment. Tielemans tried to play it over the top to Vardy, but just overhit it. Okay, Barnes is through. Barnes to make it 3. Okay, to make it 4, sorry. And there we go. 62 minutes in now. 4-0 up. And I might just sim to the rest of the game, to the end of the game, because 4-0 up. I don't think Liverpool are getting back into this, let's be honest. I've made a few changes as well. De Silva's going to come on. Edwards going to come up top for Jamie Vardy. And look at that there, just the over-the-top ball. You know, Barnes was there, right time. Defender trying to slip in, I think Trent Alexander-Arnold just couldn't block it. And there we go, 4-0 up in this game. And there we have it then, full time in this game against Liverpool. We didn't end up simulating to the end of the game, but you can see we get a 4-0 win in this semi-final. And that will send us into the final, which will most likely be next episode. So here is how the semi-finals look then in the FA Cup. Managed to beat Liverpool 4-0 in that game, which I'm a little bit surprised by, because the first game in today's episode I didn't imagine, and I couldn't put 4 past Liverpool. Yet we go into the semi-final of the FA Cup, managed to put 4 past them, and the Wolves are beating Sheffield Wednesday 5-4. What a game that was. And the final is going to be between Wolves and Leicester. But up next then, we do face Hoffenheim in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Obviously 2 legs. We're going to play the first leg in today's episode. So we're just taking a quick look then at the Bundesliga table. Just before we go into this game, take a look at where Hoffenheim are in their league and sort of have a, you know, bit of an image of how they're performing this season. You can see they're not even in the top 8 at the moment. They go down and they're in 9th place at the moment. 10 wins all season, 13 draws and 8 losses. So they've had a lot of draws this season. Now today, going into this game, just going to prepare similar to the Liverpool game. Just going to go out there guns blazing sort of and try and put a few past them in this first leg. So here is then how the 2 teams line up for the final game in today's episode. We're going to be at home for this first leg. So we've got the advantage. We've got to make sure we make most of it. And yeah, the team's pretty much unchanged. Got our main starting 11 up there. You can see Hoffenheim's team. Not too many players that I recognise. I got to say, Sessegnon, is that... I'm just guessing. Maybe that's the left midfield or left back from the Premier League. I'm not too sure. But again, not too familiar with Hoffenheim's team. They are going to be playing 5 at the back. So it's going to be tough to break them down. But we'll have to just even get some overlapping runs going. But let's get into this game and try and do good in the first leg. Hoffenheim starting off really well. Schmeichel is beaten. 10 minutes in, Schmeichel has been beaten. And Hoffenheim take the lead. And it's not a great start in this game. They got themselves an away goal already. 10 minutes in. How could we let it happen? It all came from a throw-in. And we just wasn't, you know, responsive enough to get there in time to the attacker. You can see, trying to get across. And played the pass, and a great pass to be fair. Castagne didn't, you know, put a challenge in at any point. You can see there, allows him to take the shot, and he nutmegs Schmeichel. But there we go, Hoffenheim 1-0 up. Not a great start for us. Through the middle for Vardy. Okay, take the shot on. Why not? And it fires into the back of the net. There we go. Level it up 1-1. Minutes later, and we can't actually see the time at the moment. It's okay. It's going to go back 16 minutes in, and we level it up. And what a shot there from Jamie Vardy. You can see we're sort of slowly building it up. We get the pass to him. Plenty of space in the centre there. Fires one. The goalkeeper does get two gloves to it, 2 hands to it, but it's not enough to stop it. And there we go, a goal, and we're level back in this game. Okay, Hoffenheim once again breaking forward. 33 minutes in. Got to make sure we get someone to him. Get someone to him. So don't you, thank God. You were there. And okay, still not cleared. Again, should have just cleared that one, not passed it round the back. And Indeed, trying to win that ball back. He can't, but he does enough to put the defender off. Indeed, he wins that one back. Up to Vardy now, who can see Harvey Barnes out wide. Gets the ball. Mahrez running in the centre. Vardy trying to catch up. Harvey Barnes plays the pass across. And Camavinga. And he's going to be offside. And yes, he's going to be offside. I think it was Tielemans making a run. I think that wanted Camavinga to pass to. Yeah, Camavinga there. And Tielemans is just, yeah, you can see him there just to the right. And I wanted to pass to him, but instead went to an offside player. Barnes back down to Vardy. He's going to go on his right foot. Finesse shot. And okay, yeah, let's forget about that shot because, yeah, went high and wide. And okay, 1-1, 64 minutes in. What would you guys do at this point? Would you make some changes? Would you go on team press? How would you guys play it? Because at the moment, it's just been fairly even. Literally, since the 16th minute we scored that first goal, both teams have had a few attempts. Nothing major, really, like I say, nothing really threatening from both sides. But I don't really know what to do. Should I make a change? Try and bring on some fresh legs in midfield? And Camavinga, as if you run that out of play there. Or would you go team pressing? Try to go all out. Now, I want to go all out and possibly go ultra attacking. But at the same time, I don't want to concede any more away goals. Because you can tell I'm trying to defend this one. So don't choose coming out of position. Everyone's all over the shop at the minute. No way. Yes, thank God. Offside. No way was that realistic. No way. Like, fair enough. I understand, you know, the bicycle kick. But how fast he performed it. Do you know what I mean? It just wasn't realistic at all. But yeah, how would you guys play it at this minute in the game? Hoffenheim, maybe one last chance for them, though, to get themselves another goal. Ricardo Pereira trying to do all he can to get the ball back, but it just seems difficult. Like, they run it one way, then run back the other way, and then the other way, and you just can't get the ball back whatsoever. But we can, okay, I thought we were going to intercept that, and as if the pass. This is where I feel like they're going to score. You know, when your simple pass like that just doesn't pull off, and you get every sort of decision their way. But Ndidi wins it back. That's great. 2 minutes added on. Look for the through ball to Vardy. There we go. Come on, Vardy. Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. No way. The defender is going to get there and stop him from that attack. And I feel like the full-time whistle is going to blow. And it does blow. And the first leg does end 1-1. Hoffenheim having the better game because they got themselves an away goal. So here is then how the semi-finals are going to end on today's episode. Arsenal beating Atalanta 2-1. And then our game against Hoffenheim ending 1-1. And like I said, a little bit disappointed to let them score 10 minutes in. We just wasn't switched on enough, you know. And then we brought it back with Jamie Vardy. But then since that minute, 16 minutes in, we just couldn't find ourselves in a position to grab ourselves another goal. So my player for today's episode has to go to Jamie Vardy, doesn't it? Scored in the first one with the header. And then in the second game, Mahrez getting a header as well. But also Jamie Vardy grabbing himself another goal. 2 goals that game, actually, against Liverpool in the semi-final. And then that final game then against Hoffenheim brought us back level, at least brought us back into it and got ourselves a home goal. So scoring 4 goals in today's episode, he is my player of the episode. So here is then how the final month looks for the career mode. Now, like I said, next episode I was planning to play the FA Cup final, but I just don't know now. There's so many games. Like, as you can see, there's 6 games here on the screen at the moment. But let's just say we do go through into the final of the Europa League. That leaves 7 games. And I don't think I could fit 7 games into one episode. So I think, if anything, let's just say we do get through into the Europa League final. We'll probably play all these Premier League games along with this semi-final, the second leg. And then if we do get into the final, and then we will play both finals in one episode. I'm thinking something like that, because I could probably fit these 5 in, simulate 2 of them, but I definitely can't fit 7 games into one episode. By the way, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And like I say, what an episode. Getting a 4-0 win against Liverpool, where at the start of the episode, we could only draw 1-1. And it would have been nice to get 3 points in the league table. But unfortunately, we couldn't. And also, the 1-1 draw with Hoffenheim. Again, a little bit, you know, didn't enjoy that game whatsoever. So frustrating. You know, not many chances. We just couldn't find ourselves back into the game. We're being at home as well. We've got a tough second leg coming up. But do like the video down below if you've enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I'll see you guys for the next episode.